Once upon a time, broadcasting was simple. It was a voice on radio, a face on camera, I mean in a TV station, and a message to the masses. But in 2025, everything has changed. Broadcasting has changed. Broadcasting is no longer a seat in a radio studio somewhere, or maybe a face on camera in a TV studio somewhere. Broadcasting is now you. It's me. Broadcasting is that guy selling suya on TikTok, or the other lady sharing her recipe on YouTube. Broadcasting has escaped the walls of a studio, and now it's in your pocket. Today, I'm going to show you what broadcasting means in 2025, why it is now more powerful than ever, and how you can use it to grow your influence both in your career, in business, maybe just in any area of your life, even if you've never ever seen a radio microphone in your life. Let me take you back in time, say 10 years back. Radio stations or TV stations like, say, AIT, NCA, radio stations like Radio Nigeria were making the waves, and every young person wanted, to be on radio. They dreamt to be on radio. People wanted their voices to be heard on radio. In fact, if you're on radio, you were a very big celebrity, or maybe if you were on TV, you were a very big celebrity. But the thing about radio or TV back then, say traditional broadcasting back in the day, was that it was controlled. It was exclusive. It was meant for professionals. If you weren't trained, you weren't given opportunity, to practice. And back then, to broadcast meant a full-blown radio studio, expensive equipment, and an audience that couldn't even talk back to you. And back then, if you wanted your voice to be heard on radio, you either begged for a slot, begged for an audition, maybe paid for it, or somehow prayed that a producer would like you. Traditional broadcasting back in the day meant no station, no physical radio station, no broadcast. But fast forward to 2025, broadcasting has escaped all the gatekeepers. Broadcasting is now an act of sharing content, whether live or recorded, to a large audience, using any platform, any device, and sharing from anywhere around the world. That's so exciting. Your phone is now your broadcast station. Imagine a radio presenter like Toke Makinwa. She's not just only on radio these days. She has a podcast. She's now live on YouTube. You can hear her on live broadcast on Instagram. She's everywhere. Trevor Noah, he's not just a TV host. He's global. His content is on YouTube. His content is on Instagram, all social media platforms. 2025 has changed everything about broadcasting. Why am I even mentioning known celebrities? The guy next door, maybe somebody you even know, who doesn't even have any radio, TV experience, is somewhere live on TikTok right now, broadcasting, talking about one thing or the other, and lots of people are either watching or listening to what he has to say. In other words, you no longer need permission to broadcast. You only need two things: a message and a medium. And here's the beautiful thing about the shift that broadcasting has made. Your broadcast now can be via text, audio, video, or even pictures. It can be a tweet that goes viral, even a WhatsApp voice note that spreads to over 5,000 people, or a YouTube channel like this one. And you might even be asking me, Sunshine, I'm not a radio presenter or a TV presenter. Why should I care? Let me tell you. In 2025, broadcasting is a lifeblood of visibility for people in career, people in business. It helps you showcase any and everything that you do. If you're a business owner, your broadcast can be that Instagram reel that explains what your product does and attracts people. If you're a job seeker, your broadcast could be that tweet on LinkedIn, that portfolio that you shared on LinkedIn that exposes you to recruiters, and gives you opportunity or a shot at getting a job. If you're an activist, your broadcast could be that tweet, that video, that audio that goes viral and sparks up a national conversation. And if you're a creative, Your broadcast is your gallery. You don't wait for TV anymore. You become the TV. Come to think of it, you see people like Mr. Macaroni, Brother Shaggy, Kotti, and some other amazing influencers that we have in Nigeria. These people are not even traditional broadcasters, but their contents, the daily reach of their everyday content is far more than the reach of a regular FM station. Some of these people, some of these influencers, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, are making a lot of millions with broadcasting without even, having anything to do with a broadcast station or maybe the traditional media. Listen to me. Broadcasting in 2025 is democratized influence. If you are silent, if you are not talking, you are invisible. Now, somebody might want to ask me, Sunshine, how do I start broadcasting today? It's very easy. Digital broadcasting has made everything easy for us. The good news is that you don't need equipment worth 10 million naira to kickstart your broadcasting journey. The first thing you need to do is pick your message. What do you want to talk about? Is it fashion? Is it business? Is it finance, about money? Is it activism? What do you want to talk about? What are you passionate about? Pick a message. After you're done picking a message, the next thing is to pick a platform. I know that you might want to be on all platforms, but every platform has its audience. Depending on what you're talking about, you need to understand or you need to know where your audience hangs out. If they hang out on Instagram, you have to pay attention to Instagram. If they hang out more on TikTok, TikTok is your platform. If they hang out more on Facebook, Facebook is your platform. So the next thing after picking a message is picking a platform that works best. Picking a platform where your audience hangs out. The next thing is to start. Don't wait. Start small. Start smart. Start with your phone camera. That's a good place to begin. If you have a phone camera, as I'm talking to you now, you already have a major broadcast tool in your hands. Use your phone. Find where there's natural light if you don't have money to afford lighting, and then get maybe a mic or record in a very quiet place for clear and quality audio. Another thing is learn how to engage. When you start posting on that desired platform and people start responding, I don't care if it's just one comment you get, go and respond. Learn to respond to comments. Learn to engage with people. If you're in a live session, learn to call out people's name and acknowledge their presence. It helps you build an authentic community. It also helps people feel like you're seeing them and they want to come back next time to interact with your content. The next thing I want to talk about is consistency. We cannot talk about it enough. If you're going to be a broadcaster, whether a digital broadcaster or a traditional broadcaster, you have to be consistent. Aside the fact that, consistency helps you do better and be better, with your skills, improving your skills and all of that. Consistency also helps to tell your audience that this person is a serious person, and it helps to always bring back your audience. And again, the more you show up, the more you give more people opportunity to interact, with your content, and the more your audience grows. Listen, consistency, it builds confidence. And you see confidence, audacity, it builds your audience. Broadcasting in 2025 is not about who has the biggest studio. It's about who has the boldest voice. If you have a story, a skill, a message, you need audacity to share it to the world because someone out there needs it. Stop waiting for a producer somewhere or a radio station somewhere to give you a chance. The chance you need is already in your hands. Listen to me. Your phone is your microphone, and the internet is your transmitter. So here's my challenge for you. In the next 24 hours, try to put out something that will give value. It could be in a 1-minute reel or maybe a 3 to 4 minutes YouTube video, and share it to the world. And then come back to my comment section, drop the link, and let's celebrate your first broadcast together. My name is Sunshine Chikezie, and I help aspiring broadcasters, thought leaders, public speakers, and content creators own their voices on air, off air, and on stage. Until I come your way next time, please do well to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel to get more content on broadcasting.